What is up, guys? Hope you're doing well. It's me, Dushan. Welcome to my daily updates YouTube channel where I expose myself to the public while on scaling my agency towards 100K per month by the end of the year, or that is the goal. This is my second video today. The first one was kind of a rant on a person that got exposed by somebody on YouTube and who's also LARPing my client results. I also did a bit of deep dive. I know not super productive, but I noticed like there's so many people that talk about that specific person, about the fact that, you know, their entire offer is essentially a scam. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. I'll just brief you on what happened today, and then I'll probably watch an episode of Reacher because the episode came out today or yesterday. I'm not like 100% sure, and then go to sleep. It's midnight. Okay, and quite frankly, I don't want to go to sleep at 3 a.m. I'm gonna watch that show, enjoy my salad that I ordered, and go to bed. Try and wake up early, cause these past few days I've been getting to bed at like 3 a.m. So yeah, that's it. Now, what did I actually do today? Wow. I worked on scripts again. That was the majority of fulfillment that I had to take care of. Scheduled 2 YouTube videos, received some videos from a client as well, going back and forth on the project that we're gonna make. Just like ideating, basically. That was the entire fulfillment, or that is what it was composed of. Then I sat down to think about the entire system that I spoke about, I think, yesterday. I'm not 100% sure. Like I lost the track of the timeline. But I think yesterday I spoke about the entire system, that it needs refinement, like from the time that we onboard a client until we get a case study. There's actually like 4 case studies that I can probably milk out of clients. Milk out of clients, that sounds kind of weird. That I can get out of clients. And I'm thinking about like pitching clients on the idea of doing the case study, or not like pitching them, but asking them if they would want to do that. And I think like gladly they would. So yeah, you guys will see the process tomorrow. I will show you like a deep dive of what it currently looks like and what is the process that we have to work towards, because it's not going to be just like, you know, I'm not going to fix it in a day. Like it's literally impossible. It takes time to refine the entire sort of workflow. Then, apart from that, I did some quality control, and I have like 2 more videos that I had to review, which I will probably review it after this call. I just remembered that I have to review that immediately for the editors to continue working on those tomorrow. Sentence and clips, we're working on a VSL for a client. Then some YouTube videos. I think like everything is running pretty good, at a pretty good pace. Got a really good feedback from a client today about the scripts that we've they are like coming up better and better. Not that they were like shit or whatever, but the scripts came out fire that I worked on. So that's super positive. And yeah, I mean, apart from that, also did the outreach. Thank God. 5 pieces of outreach. Now, did I send those 5 pieces of outreach? Not really. I'm going to send them tomorrow. So to quickly like go over what the outreach is composed of, it's essentially like a, you know, whatever like freebie that we can deliver, either that be a script or an audit, or it could also be like a thumbnail. But I've noticed like audits are kind of easy to do, or like part of the audit, which is essentially a document that is composed of their current stats, the problem, and how we can solve that problem, and also like a couple of ideas. So like while I was doing the ideation for clients, I put like it was it was basically in one block, of just like ideating, purely just looking at YouTube videos and then just like putting them on notes, and then just separating it per client. Now, the other half that I have to take care of are the looms, and of course the cold emails, which I do manually. I don't really like leverage AI that much in that regard. I do use a bit of AI for the audit to pull in the data for the current stats and just to make everything a bit more, everything better and more concise. So, people who don't know me can just like, scoof over the page, and like they will kind of get it easily. Because like if they glance over it and if they understand the points and the offer, ultimately that's really the point. Like I'm not really selling. I'm selling them on the idea, or I'm making them curious about the fact of like what my offer does, so that we get on a call where I essentially sell. So that is, kind of like my thought process behind the outreach. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to be recording those looms, like the actual audits of me just like sitting here and then like doing the proper audit of like what's not right, what needs to be fixed, and how we can like help them out with YouTube. I know like this is not how professionals talk, but to be fair, like I'm super fucking tired. I just want to eat my salad, watch the episode of Return, and go to bed. But that's basically it. Tomorrow I'm going to be sending those 5 looms alongside another 5 looms, so that would be like 10 pieces of outreach, and in total we would have what, 25? 25 in this week. I think that's super good. Until now, I think we did like 30, which haven't been like super fruitful. We've seen some replies, but no calls booked, which is only because I haven't been consistent, and only like not only with like sending the outreach, but also the follow-ups. But now I'm in a really tough spot where like I just need to get that shit done, even though I despise it. I hate doing outreach. However, it needs to be done. While the organic, comes to the point where it actually works. I also did the rehashing of the thumbnails for some of my videos, and I optimized them. So I'll be receiving some thumbnails tomorrow. I received one today for an interview that I did a year ago for with a client, and then the rehashing of all of the case studies, testimonials. I will say one thing that is super important, and I don't see a lot of people talk about this, by the way, but I've seen it with my clients and how we structure testimonials. They need to be like distinctively separated from the the other YouTube videos, if that makes sense. And how you're gonna separate them is with packaging. So making sure that like there's a consistent sort of format that you're following for every case study. So like when people see a thumbnail of a case study, and when they go on your YouTube, they will find like the resemblance in the elements. So what I mean is like the case study interview that you do with a client, or like testimonial, just the same shit. It's nice to have like a template for your thumbnails, which you can ultimately add on to, like with like small elements, quotes, random text overlays, charts, and everything that adds more to the thumbnail. But like having a thumbnail template where people see one of your, testimonials. They go onto your YouTube and they can just like glance over your feed and they will like know which ones are testimonials and which ones are just regular talking heads. So I think that is like, super important, especially if you are, targeting business owners, because I mean, there's like so many shit that I can talk about, so much shit that I can talk about, like in regards to properly, properly targeting business owners, but like they, like less friction that you have, the more people you're gonna get onto your videos, specifically for business owners. I mean, because they want like straight up, value, facts, whatever, from you. So there's no point in gatekeeping. There's no point in like packaging the videos in a way that like it's not meant to sell. Like if it solves their problem and if they can see it clearly within the packaging, then that's literally what you got to do. Do not overcomplicate it, really. And that's why you see like there's so many people who make thumbnails like stupidly easy, where they only have like text and that's it, which works amazingly, and with like the title being the promise of what they're gonna get out of the video. So yeah, I mean, enough rant about thumbnails and like how you're, how you're supposed to go about them, but about the YouTube video, I didn't record it today, even though I was supposed to. But definitely tomorrow I need to do something about it. On top of that, I have to record a video for the weekend, because we're like the weekend is literally in. I mean, it's Tuesday already. Jesus, Thursday, not Tuesday. So I actually need to nail down 2 YouTube videos and have one for tomorrow and another one for weekend. So yeah, I mean, so much work, bro. So much work, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. I like the pressure, and I like the fact that I'm showing up every day. That I'm not like, you know, maybe I fall short on some stuff, like the fact that I haven't been doing outreach for a while, just because I was like, busy fulfillment, whatever. But I need to get out of it, or else like I will just die doing fulfillment. So I need to find time for the high ROI activities. So, anyways, I think that's about it. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll expose my entire system. I might have to like gatekeep some parts, because like honestly I can't really talk about everything in my business, because there might be some people who are gonna steal my shit. But I will show you the current system and what the new one will be, to run it at a more efficient and higher level. Anyways, that'll be it. Enough of me talking. I'm I plan my day for tomorrow already, so yeah, I'll just end it here, because I need to eat. I need to wind down from all of it. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. It was a pretty successful day, and that's it. Peace.